great to see that so many people show their active participation, and they completed the cloud journey and have received their goodies too. So today, now we have Android Study Jams session, in which Aarti Khankul is the facilitator, and today she will be facilitating you. And this is the second session. You must have joined the first session, and we believe that you are learning the Android. Uh, you are taking participate in this study jam, and you are learning Android. Aarti, next slide, please. Hello, Aarti, are you there? Okay, it is visible. So there were two tracks. Track one was for the students who were new to programming, and track two was for those who already have a prior programming experience. And to let you know that you will be receiving a certificate of completing this Android track when you will be completing the prior programming experience track only. So that is the track two. So don't worry if you do not have prior programming experience. What you can do is you can complete the track one, the new to programming track first. Then after completing that, you can complete the track two. So in that way, you can complete both the track, and you will be receiving your certificate. And to see your certificate, I think next slide, please.
Okay.
So this would be have a look at your certificate. This would be yours if you will be completing the second track. So the timeline you have already aware of. It was already described. We have already covered about what the program is about and how you can take part in the previous session. So this would be your certificate if you will be able to complete the track two. Next slide, please, Aarti. So today is a study Android Study Jam session 2, and today we have Aarti Khankul, our Android Study Jams facilitator. She will be helping you in learning about Android, and today she will be teaching you how to build an Android app from scratch. And I would like to invite Aarti Khankul to give a short introduction of herself. Please, Aarti.
Hello, everyone. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, you are audible.
Hello, everyone. I am Aarti Khankul, 5th SEM IT branch student, DSC core team member, and Android Study Jam program facilitator. Welcome you all in Android Study Jam program session 2, where we are discussing about the layouts, views, classes, activities, etc. by developing a simple demo application. Log
Okay, thank you, Aarti, for introducing yourself. Can you please move to the next slide?
Okay.
So, everybody, we will be building this app today, the login basic form. It looks basic, but it will be teaching you a lot many things. It will teach you about how to get started with Android Studio, how to build your first ever project, and about the basic layout, that is linear layout. And you can also learn about constraint layout by learning this linear layout app. So next, you will be hearing Aarti building the app. So I would request you all, if you have your laptop or computers, be ready with it and boot up the Android Studio. So that was it from my side. I would like to invite Aarti Kankul to just continue the session and give you a demonstration of how to build an app. Thank you. Please, Aarti.
Thank you so much, Ajay. Okay. Let me share my screen. Uh, Ajay,
Your screen is visible.
uh, Android Studio.
Yes, we can see the Android Studio too.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you so much for the confirmation. So let's do not waste much time and start building some interesting application. This is the so firstly, let's start by creating a project by clicking here, create a new project. And these all are the activity project templates for their special purpose. Like this one is bottom navigation activity, it's Google Map activity, login page activity. There are a lot, but for now we are using empty activity and we're going to customize it accordingly. Let's click on it and then next. Here we have to give the name to our project. Let's say login page, login page. And this is the package name of our project. Package is a group of similar interfaces, classes, and activity. It's the collection, and the this is the same location of our project. And this language, this is the language we are building. Uh, we are using this language to build our project. We can choose Java or Kotlin as well, but for now we are using Kotlin as our program. We're using Kotlin and minimum SDK. SDK is the version of your Android operating system required to run the application. Minimum version to run your Android application. So let's click on finish. And here we're done with creating our project. Whenever we create a project, Android Studio will automatically generate all the files which we are which we require to use in our project. Takes a time. Is it? It takes time to build the project. Let's wait.
Okay, at the time it is loading. Sorry to interrupt you, Aarti. I would like to
Mhm.
let all the students know how they can actually get their certificate if they have completed that track. So, what you need to do is I have shared you a link in which you can complete your either of the track, that is track 1 or 2, but the certification will be only provided when you will complete the track 2. So, just open the link and to complete your track 2, when you will be taking the quizzes, when you will be learning, there would be an option to get earn badges. That badges represent that you have learned a skill, you have gained some experience with the Android, and you need to do is might have you have already created your Google developer profile, which was already google.dev, that is the developer profile. So what you need to do is you need to take the screenshot of it, and then you can share it to us. We will be providing you a form, or we will be providing you an email at the ending of this session, or we will directly share you on the email, so that you will be able to receive your certificate once we confirm that you have earned the badges and you have completed the track too. I hope it clears. And till then, if you have any doubts related to this study jam, or related to how you can get certificate, or related to this current app that we will be building, you can just drop your questions into the chat. We would love to help you out. Thank you.
Okay. So as I said, whenever we create the project, Android Studio will by default generate some files. So let's see some important files of it. In manifest package, there's a file called Android manifest.xml. This file contains all the essential information about your app, like the permission your app needed, the total number of activities you are using, which activity is going to be your launcher activity, means the first page of your app, and it is also called the root source of your project. And in Java package, there is three package inside it, and inside every package there is by default generated Kotlin file. But for now we are using this package only, and we build all the activities, classes, interface, object, etc. in this package only. In resource file there is four packages: drawable, layout, bitmap, values. Every package contain their separate .xml file, and every file has their special purpose or work to do. And this is the Gradle script package, where all the other essential files we are using. I think this much information is sufficient for now, because I don't want to make this lecture like a boring academics. So now coming to the layout of our app, we can see the app layout in activity.xml file. This is the by default layout of our app. When we if we run our app now without doing anything, you can see this page only, the hello world text and the white background only. But if you want, you can customize it, like by writing a simple line. Lagging too much. Background like black, and it will generate the black background, or other like you can also write the hexa code of the color, like if a for changing the color. But the solid color doesn't suit to our login page layout. Let's download some background images and and add and make our app more creative looking. Mm, background images and enter. Mm, uh, let's download this image. Copy and save the image. You can choose any of these. Mm, and save. Now we have successfully downloaded the image. Let's add into our Android Studio project. Oof. Uh, it's lagging too much. Uh,
Android Studio does lag, but it's totally fine. We can still work on it. We can just show it slowly.
okay. Worst combination Android Studio plus Google.
You might have seen a lot of memes on it. Chrome plus Android Studio equals Big Bang.
Oh, fine. So, as we have downloaded the image, let's add into our project where we have downloaded. We have downloaded the image here. Download. This. Let's add this image into our project by just drag and drop into drawable. rename it as image and done. Now we have done by adding the image into our project. Let's apply the image into our layout. So we can apply it by writing a simple code like background at the rate drawables dot image and done. Now this way you can add or apply the image into your background. Now let's add the text view. I mostly prefer to write the code for adding the text or something, but let me show you both the way you can add the text by drag and drop technique through here, or you can code it here. So first let me show you by writing the code. um, view with wrap content. Wrap content will with the text according to the content you write, and match parent will with or hide the content starting from this point to this point, or for hide starting from this point to this point, but I'll with it according to wrap content what we write, and height would be also wrap content. Yeah. And let's add text as login. It's too small. You can change the color as text color white. Hexa code for white is /FFF. And size, text size is 30 SP or 40. Done. Now you can see there is an error in text view. What is it? You align the constraint here by clicking the circle, align it to the parent from right, then from left or top to top of parent and bottom to bottom of parent. This way you can align the constraint to your views. Now you can see some code will automatically generated by Android Studio as you edit here. Now let me show you other way of adding the text. Let me remove all these text and here. This is the palette box where you can drag can drop all the views, select and just drag and drop by adding, and this is the all attributes or properties of your views. You can change the text as login done, or you can constrain it by clicking here. mm, right, and bottom. So this way you can add the text, or let's text size 40 and 40 sp, and text font family is cursor, text color font family. Now it looks fine. So this way you can add the views to your app. Let me add more views like button, input text wheel, or edit input text wheel. Mm, button, button, wrap content, wrap content, and hint is in submit. It's submit. And then let's constrain the layouts. To left and to bottom. Let's add input fields for entering username and password. Input text input layout. Wrap content for um, style constraints. Now edit text. Now you are able to edit the text. Input field. And then enter user name. Same is for password. C and Control V. Enter password. constrained. Now here we done with the layout of our login page. Hope you have enjoyed it. Now coming to the coding part. This is main activity dot Kotlin file. We can write all the Kotlin code here by learning the content provided by Android Study Jam program and build some awesome application. You can create one or more activities, Java file, Kotlin file, or packages by clicking here and right click new Java file, Kotlin. There are a lot activity, fragments, folder, etc. Uh, and now let's see how to run our app by. We can run our app by clicking this green button. You can choose your emulator, most relevant emulator from here. I wanted to show you the output by running the app, but unfortunately my emulator doesn't work properly, so I mostly preferred my physical phone to run my task. But let me show you how to download the emulator. Here, AVD manager, click on here and click on create virtual device, and here you can choose your emulator, the required emulator. I preferred you choose the latest one, and then next, and then next, and you can name your emulator here or like the latest one, and done. Let's remove the अरे यार it's creating the virtual device first, emulator, and done. This is the emulator we have downloaded to now, and you can choose this emulator to run our app, or you can prefer your physical phone. In your physical phone, you need to enable the debugger mode. If you are facing any problem to run the app, I will help you later, but not now. Now let's move to change how to change the one activity to another, like when we enter the username and password and click on the submit button, what will happen, because we haven't wrote any code for that. So firstly, let's give the IDs to our every view. uh, ID for text. ID is for identification purpose. It's required when we have to bind our views uh, in this activity. So we required a specific ID for every view. Let's name it as login, and here login, and its username as ID as user name. Same for password, ID, password, and button. Button. id submit button. Mm, button. Mm, login. Mm, now, now everything seems fine. Let's move towards the coding part. For every view, we need to declare a variable like late init I for uh, to the content of Android Study Jam program. I think everybody is aware about the keywords of Kotlin language and some syntax. So I am not telling you that. Late init I button, submit button, submit button of type button, same late init I keyword is used for the later initialization of variable username text is of type edit text, same latenit I var password text text of type edit. Now we had declared the three variables for our three views. Let's bind the views. Let's bind our views we have added here to our variable. For that, let me create a function called bind views and create function. For binding the views, we required a function called find view by IDs. Let's assign the values to our variable submit button is equals to find view by ID. Now ID we have declared here for button, for text we need to pass here r dot id dot submit buttons id is submit button, submit button. Done. Same for other text, user text is equals to find view by id r dot id dot username password text is equals to find view by id r dot id dot password. Now we have done with the with binding our variables with view IDs. Now let's perform operation on that. Firstly, we have to create another activity so that when we click on submit button, we can able to enter in other activity. I had tell you before how to add another activity. here and right click new activity, and we are choosing empty activity. Hmm. Let's name is as welcome activity. uh, Outline and finish. Now this activity also contain a by default .xml layout, same as previous. We can customize it accordingly. Let's change the background. Background. Let me add another photo. Mm, 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 mm. Downloads. Downloads. Done. Let's add the poster. Mm, just drag and drop to drawables. Array again. Done. And refactor it. Let's rename it as poster. Done. Now in our activity welcome.xml, uh, background is background decorate drawable slash poster. Or you can modify it by your own style. So now let's come to the code or declare variable and add click listener to perform action into our button. Have you seen any sites uh, you can able to log in without entering password or username? No, na. So let's add some condition. Or first let's perform action. What happened when we click on submit button? So let's add a click listener. When we click on submit button, we can able to enter into another activity. Submit button. Submit button dot set on click listener view dot on click listener. Then done. Let's declare more variable for val user name string is equals to uh, username text dot to string. For converting the value of these variables into strings so that we can add conditions. Vol password string is equals to password text dot to string. And let's add the condition if user name string dot is not empty and password string dot is not empty. When this condition trues, then only when we are able to enter into another activity. For starting another activity, we need to create an intent variable. Intent is used to start the activity. So let's create it well intent is equals to intent intent. We need to pass two parameters, one for the current activity, this comma, and the destination. Destination is our welcome activity. So welcome activity class.java. Done. We are done with creating our intent variable. Let's use this variable to start the activity. We can start the activity to the function called start activity. And we have to pass this intent variable inside it. And done. We have done with starting. Whenever you user entered the username and password, then only the user can able to enter in our next layout. But if what when user did not enter the username and password and only click on the submit button, in case nothing would happen because for this we haven't write any else condition corresponding to this if. So you might have seen some login application site. You are not able to enter in your sites without entering password or username. But if without entering your password name and user, you can click on submit button. You might have seen a text like please enter username and password. So let's build this function and make our app more responsive and user friendly. uh, let's add the if condition here, else condition here. For any pop-up or text, we use toast. Toast will provide a simple feedback about the operation in pop-up. So we have to create a variable for that. Wall post is equals to the post dot make text, make text, and for current activity this messages, please enter username and password, and the comma duration is post dot length long, and let's show the pop-up. Post dot show. So here we have done by building a simple demo app. Hope you like it. This is our welcome page, and this is our login page. Okay. Done. You can resize it. Mhm. Oof. Uh, Hello, Ajay, are you there? Hello, Ajay.
Yes, Aarti.
Oh,
Hello.
uh,
Hello.
okay. Hello, Ajay. I guess
Yes, can you
I'm
hear me?
done with. Uh, yes, I am. Hello, hello. Oof.
Okay, no problem. I hope you all have actually learned something from today's session, at least some basic idea about how an app is built and uh, about the linear layouts. And I hope Aarti have described many things to you and have built your first ever project, first ever app, login app. Time to wrap up the event session. Uh, for now, if you have any of the queries related to the study jam or any question related to this application, feel free to ask us. Mm, guys, if you have any questions, you can just dra- drop them into the chat section, or you can just contact us on our Slack. If you haven't joined it, join it. So that was pretty much from our side. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. Uh, have a good day ahead. Now you all guys can leave.